this video I'm going to show you how to create a page that will allow users to reset their password. So first of all, I have created 3 pages here. We have an index.php. Well, I don't even have to be PHP, but for my instance, but for your case, the index.php will be just any page, and what we're going to put on here is just a link to the forgot password page where they can enter their username and email. So forgot password or just something like that. Click here. So if I upload this, you're probably wondering why I'm uploading it. It's because on my local host you can't actually send emails without a mail server, and I haven't got a mail server, so I'm just uploading it to a website. And forgot password, click here, and that'll link to a page there, which is this one. So in forgotpass.php, we're just going to create some simple stuff. So first off, we need to require the dbc file, or your connect file, or your file that connects to the database, basically. So it's basically this file here. I'm going to blank that out because it contains obviously username and password. So anyway, that one, or you can simply just type in your MySQL connect in there and connect to the database, but we are using DBC. So now, second, we need to create the form. So if I just click, well, not click, just make an echo here, and that's going to create the form action, which will go to forgot_pass.php. so we are bringing it back to this page. You'll see why the other underscore complete comes in later on. So /form, enter your username. I want to bring that onto another line, and then the input type is going to be a text, sorry. Name, name is going to be username, and we're going to paragraph that off and enter your email. So you must have an email field in the database for this to work. And we're just going to paragraph that off again, and input type submit. We do need a value on this one, seeing as we're posting it back to actually no, we don't need a value. Yeah, we do actually. Submit, I mean, not a value, sorry, a name. We do need a name because we're going to be posting back to this page. So if I just upload that and click on there, we get that. So now if we go back to Dreamweaver, we need to create the if is set. So underneath this, oops. So if is set $_post submit. That's why we needed a name on the submit button. Username is equal to $_post username, and we can do the same for email is equal to $_post email. Right, now we need to make a query, and that is equal to MySQL _query. So I'm not very good at typing today. So select all from, and the table name, which on this site is main site _users, where username is equal to username. So we're selecting the username we're selecting the information, the user's information from the database that the user has entered, if you know what I mean. So if someone enters admin, for example, then we're going to select admin from the database. So now num row, I want to find out how many rows MySQL _num rows from the query. That basically tells me how many rows are there. You'll see why we've got num rows in a minute. So if num row doesn't equal 0, so say the user entered admin, if admin doesn't exist in the database, then we're going to do an else here, and we're going to put, I'm just going to echo out that username doesn't exist. Okay, so now in here we're going to create a while loop to get the information. So while row is equal to MySQL _fetch suck, and that is going to be the query, I presume. And then we're going to put db _email is equal to row email. So we're getting the email field from the database. So now we can do another if statement, just under this while. So if the email the user entered matches the database email, which it should do, seeing as that's what the user entered, but just in case, because we're getting it from the username, if you know what I mean. So we're selecting everything from the username, so we need to know that if the email matches. So basically, if the email doesn't match, then we're just going to else echo here, oops, email is incorrect, and then inside this if statement we are going to create a code, and that is going to create a random number between, let's say, 10,000 and a million. That'll do. Now we're going to create our email message ready to be sent. So 2, and that is going to be the database email. Subject, I'm going to put that as password reset, and the body of the message is going to go here. I'm just going to type something like, this is an automated email, please do not reply to this email, something like that, and then click the link below or paste it into your browser. And then we're just going to create the link back to this page. So basically we're going to copy this forgot password page link here, paste it in there, and we're going to add some code on the end of it. So question mark, the code is equal to code, and the username, because we need to know what the username is that we asked for the password reset. So we've got that there, and that's just about it for that. Why are we getting body equals? There we go. Right, so now we need to create a query to actually right, this is where we need to go into the database now. So in your database, actually we're going to go into part 2, so I've just noticed the time. So in part 2 I'll show you the rest of the script. Okay, welcome to part 2 of this password reset script. In part 1 we got up to entering the database here. So this is my users table. Basically don't need to know much about this, but what we're going to do is we're going to, if you go to the structure of your users table, if you come down to add one column at the end of table and click go, and basically this new column here is going to be called I don't know, pass reset. That's going to be set as an integer and put that as 0. So if we come down, click save, so we have a new one on the end of pass reset. And then back in Dreamweaver we need to create a MySQL query, and that is going to be update and the table name, set what we want to set, pass reset, and we want to set that to the code, where username is equal to username. Okay, so now we've done everything and we've updated the database to let the database know that that user has requested a password reset and stored their unique code into the database. We can now go ahead and send an email to the user. So using mail function, to subject and body. Okay, that's email sent. We just do a little echo down here, something like check your email. Okay, so if I now upload that, and if I just refresh this page, and if I enter a username that doesn't exist, we get that username doesn't exist. If I enter a username that does exist and a wrong password, a wrong email, sorry, please enter an email address. I don't know what I did there to get an email field, but because I put input type as email. You can have that if you want, but I'm going to stick to text, and I forgot to name this up here. So sorry about that. And email upload again. Okay, so if I refresh, username does exist and a wrong email, we get email is incorrect. And if I enter the right details, submit, and we get check your email. Now if I go down to my emails here, as you can see I have got an email password reset from the website name there, and if I click on that we get a little link here that goes to forgotpass.php. We get the code added on and the username that requested the password reset. I'm not going to click on that just yet. Also if we go into the database we can see now that if I go over to the admin side we get the code over there. Okay, so now what we are going to do is let me just find where I'm up to. Okay, so underneath require underneath here we're just going to put if $_get code, then we're going to say get the username, which is $_get username, so the username that requested it, which is now in a get variable in the URL, and the same with the code, so we can just copy down, change them to code. Okay, now we need to create another query that is equal to MySQL_query, and this is select all from the table name where the username is equal to the get username. Okay, so we're finding the user's information from when they clicked on the link in the email. So now we can create a while loop. It's pretty much the same as before. Query, and in here database code, and we're going to get the code from database, which is pass reset, I think we named it as. Let me just have a check. Pass reset, yes. And we also need to get the database username. There we go. And outside the while, oops, there we go. Creating one more if. So if the get username is equal to the database underscore username, and the get code is equal to the database code. So if everything matches, we are going to echo out here a form, which is going to be form action. That's where we're going to go now to pass underscore reset underscore complete.php. Method is going to be post / form. Enter a new password. I'm going to break off onto a new line. Input type is a password. Name is going to be pass1. We can actually put new pass in there. We're going to break onto another line again. Re-enter your password. Break. Basically, we can just copy that down. Password, new pass1. But instead of having a break there, we want to have a paragraph. Input type is submit. Value is equal to update password. Okay, so, and also we need to add a hidden field into this. You'll see why on the next page. Hidden, oops, name is going to be username, and the value of this is going to be the database username. Okay, so if I upload that, and if I now click on this link in the email, okay, once it connects, taking its time, there we go, oops, and we get that, enter right, we shouldn't get that. Let me just have a quick check of the code here. Okay, what we can put here then is if, and finish off that if down there. So if no $_get code, so if I upload that now, we shouldn't see that bit. There we go, enter your password, re-enter your password there. Now I'm not going to enter that yet. I'm going to go back to Dreamweaver and onto this password reset, and what I'm going to do, this page is really simple, and I'm going to carry this on into part 3. So join me back in part 3 for how to create this page. Okay, welcome back to part 3 of this password reset. We're on our last page. This should take about 5 minutes, hopefully, and then a few extra minutes just to test. So in this one, we need to require the database file again, so you can just go back into this one and copy that over there instead of typing it out. Now we need to get the passwords from what the user posted over from that form. So new pass, I think that's what we named it as, new pass. Let me just have a quick check. New pass 1. Where is it? Enter new password, new pass 1. Okay. And we also need to get the username from that hidden field, remember? So username, there we go, and the code from the get, I think, yes, from the get. I forgot to, on here on the form we need the code is equal to the code there, so I forgot to do that, so if I upload that and back to this page, $_get code. Okay, so now we've got the variables. If this is this is now our validation, or security if you like, new pass. So if new pass is equal to new pass 1, so if they are the same, else we are going to say we are going to echo out here just something like pass words must match. Click here to go back. This is why we needed the code being passed along. So forgot underscore pass.php, code is equal to the code, and username is equal to post underscore username. Okay, so that's should be working fine. Now in this we need to encrypt the password, so enc_pass is equal to md5 new pass, doesn't matter which one, you can use new pass 1 if you like, they're both the same at this point. Now we need to update some of the fields in the database, so mysql_query is equal to update main site underscore users set password to new pass, where username is equal to post underscore username. Okay, so now we need to create one more query. So if we just copy this down here, we want to set, instead of password, we're going to set the pass reset to 0 to let them know the database now that the password has been reset, where username equals post underscore username. Okay, and now we can just echo down here your password has been updated, put a paragraph on that, and then we can just do something like click here to log in, and /a ref, and you would put, you might put login.php or wherever your login form is located. I'm just going to put the main website here, project dash. Okay, so if I now upload that, everything should be working and good. So let's start again, for example. So if I come off that, delete this email, and go to here, forgot pass.php. okay, I want to reset my password. Check your email. I go to my emails, there we go, click the link below. Okay, we get a new password. Just going to enter a password in here, update password. Your password being updated, click here to log in. And 1 second, the code has not been passed on there, so let me just have a quick check of that. It's a good job I noticed that. So it'll be in this one, won't it? Is equal to, it's because it is get underscore code. Okay, so one more try before I finish up. So forgot password, refresh, check your email, that one can go. Let's leave it there for now then. Okay, click on the link, okay, enter new password, update, there we go, password been updated, and we see that the code has come through now. Click here to log in. You go to the main website and you can then log in with the new password that you've just, oops, incorrect password. Right, okay, just browse the database. Okay, it hasn't actually encrypted my password. Let me just see. Hang on. New pass. We need to use ink_pass. There we go, just a few simple mistakes there, wrong one uploaded. Okay, so one more try. I can just refresh the page, resend, and there we go. Click on the link, enter new password, click here to log in. Just try once again. There we go, and we're logged in successfully. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.